We're in the club. Right, we'll carry on doing a couple of games before we get into some proper technique. So we're going to look at seated guard, all right? So playing from this position. This is the sort of the cliche of like the good guys on the mat tend to just sit here and wait for the other person to engage. And it can be quite difficult to engage in this position. All right, so we're going to look at how to play this position. So first job is all Will's going to try and do is put me on my back. Okay, if he can put me on my back, my whole strategy from this position is it has to be different. Okay, I can't do the same things from this supine, this is what people like to call it nowadays, or just lying on your back guard, to seated guard. It's completely different strategy. Okay, and the things that you're going to try and do are going to be different. Okay, so sitting from here, we're not going to be trying to do the same things that we do when we're lying back. We're going to have different strategies. So my job is just to stay sat on my bum and not let him put me on my back. Okay, so Will's going to be trying to put me on my back. I'm going to be trying to stay in front of him, trying to stay sat up as much as I can. Okay, this is my goal, just stay sat up. If he can put me on my back and hold me there for a couple of minutes, he wins, and then just swap positions and keep swapping every time someone gets put on their back. All right, let's go.
Hold him there for a couple of minutes.
Couple of seconds, sorry, not a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds. What's that?
Not kneecaps.
No kneecaps.
Kneecaps.
You can do whatever you want, just to put them on their back. You got to put them on their back. Do it however you feel is right.
Well, no. Mike before that.
There you go. You won. You won. Maddie needs to work out how to stay sat up. Yeah. Yeah, you can use all your arms and legs and head and everything. Nice, Fee. So you don't stay there though. You just sat there. She was trying to pick up your feet. You went heavy on your feet, which was good, but then you were just sat there. You know, you need to be disengaging. She's going to win that battle eventually, isn't she? That's better. That's much better. Nice, Ronnie. Okay, time guys, good. Okay, so let's just look at how to make that a little bit more effective. So Will's kind of got different options. He can pick my feet up. If my feet are up in the air and starts pushing into me, then he's going to be putting me on my back, all right? He could push me in the shoulders and force me down, okay? He could push me in the head and force me down. Boom, all these things are going to put me on my back. Okay, he might just start engaging into like a sort of knee cut style pass and just forcing me into a guard where I'm going to be playing off my back. All right, all those things might happen. Okay, so but if I just sit here and don't do anything, then he's going to put me on my back. Okay, so the first one, as he tries to pick up my feet, I need to put as much weight through my feet as possible. Okay, so I'm just going to try and stay heavy, and then I'm going to be looking to either strip the hands, or as he picks up my leg up, I can sort of scooch away and look at like circling my feet off, all right? Or some sort of combination of the two. But as I'm sat here, before I do anything, I'm gonna put as much weight through my feet as possible, all right? It's not gonna last forever, okay? If I just sit here like this, he will eventually pick up my feet. The amount of weight I'm putting through my feet isn't that heavy, okay? His deadlift is probably better than me attaching my feet to the floor. So it's just a little bit of resistance. Rather than my feet being super light and it's really easy, I'm just really putting as much weight through my feet as possible. And to do that, really, I need to shift my weight forward. So thinking about like your center of balance. So where am I sat? Like at the moment, my head's like over my hips. My center of balance is sort of fairly even here. So there's not a lot of weight through here. If I can get my head forward now, I can feel like my feet are getting heavier. So we want to think kind of wrestling. We're basically wrestling off our bum here. Okay, so as he starts engaging, my feet are nice and heavy, my head's forward. I'm starting to use my hands, stripping these grips, move back a little bit, create some space. I don't want him to crowd me too much. I don't really want to be in here for a long time because he's going to get all his weight on top of me and start pushing me down, and this is not going to be good, okay? So we always want to be maintaining a little bit of space. As he leads in to pick up my feet, I'm going to be dealing with that hand fighting. You know, making it difficult for him, like collar ties, reaching, getting double wrist grips, this kind of thing. This is basically wrestling, all right? All the same things you would do from standing, we're just doing from my bum. Okay, if he starts framing on my shoulders and posting, again, I'm going to be clearing those, using that to upgrade my connection. Okay, so let's just run that again, just for a second, just do like 30 seconds on the bottom, 30 seconds on top. Just thinking about always having this kind of position, elbows in, head forward. We don't want to be sat back like this, it's too easy to tip us over. So head forward, elbows in. As soon as he starts trying to make connection, heavy feet, stripping grips with your hands and maintaining a little bit of space. All right, just quickly run through that and then we'll look at some techniques to actually start changing our position. So you let him crowd you too quick there, Zinni. Yeah? Yeah, maintain a bit more space. Good, this is good, this is good. Now listen me. Good work, V. Dangerous. Bad boy. Nice, just keep swapping every time, yeah? If one of you wins. Is everyone swapping? Has everyone had a go? Okay, time guys, right. So we're going to look at reversing our position, all right? We're going to look at going from the bottom to the top. Okay, so if I'm playing my nice seated position and Will's going to be engaging, he's got different ways that he can engage. He can kind of engage head and hands first, or he can engage feet first. And kind of depends on how he looks to engage as to what we're going to do from this position. All right, so like we just looked at, some people are going to come in, they're going to start trying to make contact either with the shoulders or the feet. Will's done both in this instance, so we kind of got different options. So let's just say he just engages with one hand, just trying to pick up my feet, okay? That gives us an opportunity to get a grip here. All right, so I can either get a double wrist grip or an arm drag grip I like. Okay, so as he comes in engaging with the hands, I'm going to get an arm drag grip. So we're going to go thumb down or thumb up. I do like thumb down because it forces him to take his arm out to break this grip, which gives us an opportunity. All right, so we're going to go thumb down. I'm going to go armpit grip, and then I'm going to be looking to change the position of my legs. So I'm going to swing my legs back, which enables me to get up and come round and start attacking the back. Okay? So I'm in here, he starts engaging here. I get my double wrist grip. So, sorry, two hands on one. So wrist grip, armpit grip. I swing my legs back, and then I use that to get up to my knees. I'm pulling on this armpit grip, circling round, and I get a tight waist. All right, now it depends what he does here as to the way we're going to proceed. I am kind of pulling him down, so oftentimes people will kind of be forced into this 4-point position as you come up, and we can use that just to start breaking them down, and then we've got a nice wrestle up and we've taken them down. All right, so If we do that a little bit quicker. So I'm here, boom, I come up. All I'm going to do from this position is get a nice tight waist grip. My leg is going to block his leg, and then I'm going to drag him down to the ground to take him down. Okay, so that near side leg, I just use my knee as a bit of a block, and then I'm pulling him down to the ground with the hands that are around his waist. All right, and we're using that forward momentum of me pulling myself up and just continuing him down to the ground. All right, so we'll do that one again. So I'm in here, I'm just maintaining, we're hand fighting. Breaking him down, okay? Let's run through that, and then we'll look at another option if they lead in with their feet. Let's go. Thanks, Will. Sorry?
Can you put your leg inside and when you go down you get the back?
Yeah, you could do, yeah. Yeah, you could step round. You could just jump on their back from that position.
Yeah, no, I was thinking just instead of putting the leg, just hook it and then when
You could
go
hook it,
down,
yeah.
it's just like,
Definitely, definitely. Nice, Ethan.
Done a little bit of stuff in the back before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This way you're actually getting it to it in like a more ethical way. Yeah. So. That's the judo way, isn't it? Lack of ethics and morals. That's what judo means. There's definitely an anti-Semitic joke in there somewhere. Nice, yeah, sometimes they might just go straight down to like turtle, and then you're just attacking their turtle position. Good job. That's it, that's the grip. Boom, come round. Excellent. If he's in that 4-point position, just knock him. Nice. You all right? All right, okay, no worries.
Would you ever think about not doing it if they have that grip and doing it if they have that grip or vice versa, or is it applicable for both? I was thinking it's quite difficult to get.
If he took that grip, I probably would go thumb up, because I feel like the thumb up can start like pushing his hand, like doing like that kind of movement to strip the grip as well as start pulling him in. That feels a bit more clunky, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, get like, you could keep that, but I think if you upgrade to that tight waist, then that's going to be better. Nice, V. Yeah, as long as you end up on top. Okay, time guys, so we've got a similar one now. Will's coming in, maybe he's coming in with a lead leg this time, okay? But he's still reaching with the arms, but sometimes people are gonna be, you know, in wrestling we wanna be tight, we wanna keep our elbows tight, we don't wanna be reaching too much. So if he's coming in and I feel like he's reaching with that hand and I start getting this kind of thing, but he starts pulling away, then I can upgrade to just this like inner thigh, like kind of like a, it's not like a high crotch, but it's like an inner reach, let's say. Okay, so he's coming in here and I've got my good position. He starts disengaging with that. I'm just gonna grab here, same leg position, and then I'm gonna be looking to come up. I've got options now. I could come up and go to the back, like we just did. If that's your preferred kind of style of wrestling, is getting round to a rear body lock, great, do that, okay? I like to get a single leg, so I'd probably come up and get this single leg and then look to start breaking him down from there. It depends how you like to wrestle. Depends what your preferred options are, okay? So I'm coming in, I come in here, boom, swing the legs back, come up. Again, depends how you like to finish your single legs. You might just try and hoist his leg up as high as you can and kick the other one out. And then you're into your passing, that would be good. A nice quick one that I like to do from a single leg is drive their knee down to the ground. So I'm using my shoulder in the back of their knee and I'm looking to pin their knee to the ground. So we do that one again. So I'm playing my seated guard. He pulls the arm away, I grab, I turn, and now I'm just gonna hold on here. I'm gonna drive my shoulder into the back of the knee. I'm gonna reach for the front of his other ankle. Boom. And sometimes I'll just pin here till if I feel that he's gone down, then I'm not gonna spend too much time there. But if I feel like he's sort of just fallen to his front here and he's staying in turtle, then I'll make sure that's nice and pinned, and then I'll look to come up. We can shelve this leg or we can get a rear body lock, however you like to finish it at that point, but you've taken him to the ground and you're attacking at that point, all right? So you can make the choice whether you go for the single leg, boom, here, or whether you come up and attack the back, all right? Again, same sort of things as we did before to take him down from the back, or you can get into your single leg finishes from there, okay? All right, let's do that one, and then we'll look at if they start leading in with their feet, all right? Let's go. Fans on now, just in case you all looked a bit cold. So. That's it, yeah. Boom, circle around. No. On the outside, this is nice and low on the ankle. You're gonna push that shoulder and try and pin her knee to the ground. Yeah, good. And then you're coming round and attacking however they end up. But it depends what you want. It depends if you want to take the back. If you want to pin them on their back, then you might choose to do something different. A lot of the time they will sit to guard. What I've found, it depends on the person's strategy, but a lot of the time they'll sit to guard. Yeah, they'll do that a lot of the time. But it depends. If they're very wrestling heavy and stuff, they might stay in turtle and look to stand up. So then you've got your back take options from that position. So think about because you're going head inside, think about like this. So I'm going here, boom, look at my head position. Boom. Yeah, so I always keep my head on the outside.
Straight back,
Yeah,
straight back.
just always keep that head on the outside and you'll end up in the, so do it again, you'll end up in the right position. Oh. Yeah, go on, just.
Like a teenager. Yeah. What? Yeah. Oh, I'm doing it. Oh my god. Ignore me.
Reach for the back of the knee, that's it, good. Keep your head on the outside, boom. Yeah, there we go.
Straight your back, straight your back.
That's better, that's better, that's
Straight your
better.
back.
Nice, good job.
Grab the leg. Are you grabbing the leg, then switching the hips, or doing it at the same time?
It's probably all at the same time in reality. Yeah,
Doing that.
it's probably all at the same time. It feels vulnerable, but actually it's very strong. Yeah. Yeah, it feels a bit vulnerable to like be like this.
Yeah.
But when you do it, you'll feel like it's pretty strong.
There's not really got much to sprawl with.
It's difficult. They will sprawl eventually. You know, when you start coming up on the single leg, but like then you're just into your follow-ups to their sprawls and
it head on the outside or head through the legs?
No, yeah, head on the outside. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
For the single?
Yeah.
But then when as you come up?
The head stays on the outside the whole time. Well, so it is on the outside, but it's also on the inside. So I'm here, boom, my head's on the outside, 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 outside. But like, I know what you're saying. I'm not going like head on the outside, like head outside single, but I'm not putting my head between their legs is the question that they were asking. Yeah? You could do. Colin does that one where he comes in, boom, and he does like this kind of thing. Like, I just don't think you need to. Yeah, it's just, it's not, it's a different thing. This is basically like in wrestling, so stand up. This is like me doing like this. It's like a low single, but you end up on the back. It's very safe in jiu-jitsu. Why wouldn't you put your head on the inside? You might probably higher risk of getting triangled. Like they can adjust their legs and get an arm in the inside, whereas on that head on the outside, you're in a really safe position. And you're nice and low. They can't guillotine you, that sort of thing. So again, so there's going to be, nothing's ever like going to be perfect, but like you came up more into like a sort of De La Riva style wrestle up on that one. So if I borrow you, Maddie? Yes.
Stuff on this mat.
Is it pinching you?
Yeah.
Got like a little stone in your leggings or something.
I think it's from the Velcro. From like
Oh, maybe, yeah. So yeah, so you came up like this, boom, and you had her foot in between your legs. I don't want it to be like that one here, and then your foot's on the outside, and then, so you're fully behind her, yeah? All right.
Okay.
Swing your legs like this. Swing your legs back, that's it. Good, round. Kind of. You're still a little bit in front of her. I want to get you more behind.
Yeah, I'm not very famous for my clean techniques, just like you.
Okay, well, nor am I, to be honest. Okay, time, guys. So this is if they're leading in with their head and hands first, and that's, you know, it's more like a wrestling style strategy. There's hand fighting going on. Sometimes what people will do is they'll choose to just step their foot forward, okay, and they'll choose to engage like this. Maybe they're going to go for a knee slice, that sort of thing. All right, so as I'm coming in, again, I'm going to be kind of keeping my space. I'm going to be hand fighting here. If he starts to step in, I'm going to look to try and get to this shin on shin position. Okay, so I don't want him to step into the inside position. It's not the end of the world if he steps in. All right, there are other things that I can do from this position. So we're not like, you know, completely done in. But as he steps in, I'm going to try and maintain my inside position. So my foot's in between his. Okay, I'm going to get my shin to his shin, and I'm going to get a grip. So I'm going to hold this nice and tight. I don't want to leave like any space under here. Okay, if I leave space under here, he's going to pummel an underhook, and then he's going to knee slice, and we're in a bad shot. Okay, so as I come in, I want to be nice and tight here. I'm going to take control of the secondary leg as well, and I'm going to elevate him up, and then I'm going to kick through into a leg entanglement. Okay, so we're into this single leg X. Okay, I'm going to use this just to sweep, so I can hold the other leg, knock him over, and I can get up. But obviously, if you like leg locks and that kind of thing, you're into a leg entanglement then, so you can start using your leg locks and using your entries into more complex leg entanglements, and you're into your whole game then. All right, so do that again. So this time he leads in with his leg. I make contact shin on shin. Again, I reach for that knee and I pull it in nice and tight. I'll grab the other leg, elevate him up, boom. I've got the other leg still, so we've got both legs controlled. Turn my knees to the outside to knock him over, and then I'm up into my passing sequences from there. All right, nice and easy. Let's do that one for a couple of minutes, and then we'll get into some positional rounds. let's go. There's nothing wrong with that grip, but I don't think that's gonna, so if we think about what we're using the other grip for, is to like limit their movement. If I'm in here, boom, and I grab like this, and then I'm trying to knock you over, stand up. You can still move your foot like fairly effectively. Like, so as I'm knocking you, you can be adjusting that. This is quite a loose grip as well. Doesn't feel like a huge, really great grip. Whereas here, like, I've got much better, like it's going to be harder for you to step and keep that adjustment. So that scoot grip is good. If I was thinking I'm going to get to single X, but then I'm going to use that scoot grip to pull him in and step into a leg entanglement on the other side, nice. But if I'm just thinking I'm just trying to control his other leg, I'd probably opt for that like Achilles grip, because you've just got better control to stop them stepping with it. Is anyone cold? Okay, all right, I just want to make sure. That's it, yeah. It's nice and look at all that space. That's it. Nice. I would probably just change that from like a Lego hand to like this. Like a, yeah. Like a.
She does like just, if she does that, that's how I'm gonna go.
Maybe. But the Lego, I feel like the Lego hand just isn't as strong.
Okay, look, do the Lego hand.
Start again.
I think none of them are. I was just did that.
Yeah, well, if you can get that, even better. I think as long as you're controlling down by the Achilles, well, from here, sorry, I was talking about when you grabbed it from standing to knock her over. Yeah. So start again. I thought you just knew what I meant, but I didn't use the right words to get that right. No, I should have explained it better. That's it. That's it. She's going down already. Like, you barely even need to finish the sweep. She's already down. You could just wrestle up from there because you've got both her legs. Yeah?
Do it again, do it long side, please.
Boom, boom. Going up. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there you go. You haven't even needed to get into the single X, but because you're controlling both her legs effectively, you've pretty much sat her to a hip and you can just stand up and keep control of those legs and you're going to be standing up. You all right, Cole? That's it. Grab the other foot. Now, you're going to kick both your legs in. You're going to fall to this hip and kick both your legs in between his legs. Boom. Pull that leg down to your hip. And now find his... Yeah, don't let him do that. So let me show you. So there's a couple of little details that we need to have right. Let me do it to you, Stephen. So I come in here, boom, and I grab here. I pull in. You see, this knee always goes to my chest. Okay. So as I kick through, I'm not actually pulling him into mount, because if he just sat on me, I've got this knee on my chest, which is going to stop, and I get my foot to his hip. I sit him down, boom, I stand up. So he's down. It's, yeah. This is the block. This maintains the space, and then this one goes to his far hip, and then I can use that to turn him over. Okay. Yeah? Keep that grip, because you need to pull that down into your pocket. Kick the other leg through. That's it. Good. Now that foot finds his hip. So just stay where you are. So you've pulled this to here. Yeah, this is the position you're in. If Stephen was still stood up, you still get into this position. And then you turn your knees this way to turn his knee this way. That would sit him to his hip, and then you stand up. Yeah, do it to me a second. So we're here, boom, I step in. Yeah, you elevate me, kick through, pull this into your pocket. That's it, this stays into here, so I can't just sit into mount. This goes here, you turn me this way, boom. You've taken me down. Yeah? You might turn me that way. That's fine as well. Yeah. Okay, time guys. So we'll just do a quick review and then we'll get into some positional sparring. So, I'm playing my seated guard, my head's forward, my feet are nice and heavy. Will starts to engage, he goes hands first. I'm going to use the arm to drag myself up. Obviously I'm not doing it how I showed you, but it's not always going to be exactly how things go. We want to think about the principles. He gives me his head and his arm. I'm going to use that to pull myself up into wrestling positions, and I take him down, okay? He comes in, I feel like I can grab his legs. I'm swinging, reaching. Maybe I'm not reaching like this, maybe I'm reaching here. Boom. Again, I'm coming straight up into wrestling positions and I'm taking him down. Okay, so we either grabbing the upper body or the lower body. We're getting some sort of single leg, double leg, body lock position, and we're taking them down. Okay, this time he reaches in with his feet. And so I'm trying to get to a position where I can enter into some sort of leg-based sweeping position. The one we looked at, we were into single leg X. Boom, and we took him down. All right, he might step in and he gets ahead of me and he gets to the inside position. All right, spin under, boom, knock him over and come up, okay? There's a mixture of abilities here. Some of you are going to be higher level and you know your de la hivas, your reverse de la hivas, your single leg X's, your X guards. So as they're stepping in with their feet, you've got options there and you're just going to use those options to knock your partner over. If they're not stepping in with their feet, that's what you think you want to go for, but they're coming in with the hands. You're going to use your upper body connection to start trying to stand up, good, and get into your wrestling positions. Okay, so you've got different options depending on how they're engaging with you. All right, so let's have a little sip of drink and we're just going to do some positional sparring from this seated position. Remember the fundamentals though, don't get put on your back because you're into a whole different guard strategy then. Not bad, it's just different. All right, and we're trying to work our seated guard. All right, have a sip of your drink and then we'll get in some positional sparring.